All right, we are live, guys. How is it going? Vitaly Dubin is here. This is Today in Crypto Show. Lots to discover as always. Every single day we are here, and here we go. We are live on Facebook as well. How are you guys doing? This is Today in Crypto Show, 4th of June, of course. This is Monday, and this is Today in Crypto Show. Everything about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, all the latest news. Vitaly Dubin is here, founder and creator of Bitcoin's Pulse Club system, where we are helping people become crypto millionaires. And lots to discuss today. We'll talk about the differences between EOS and Ethereum, which platform is better. Those two are the main ones that new cryptocurrencies are developing their own decentralized applications, new cryptocurrencies that are launching into the space with the ICOs that are developing right now, mainly on the Ethereum platform. And EOS right now is going to challenge that. So we'll discuss that today, and we'll see whether Google or not is planning or going to plan to develop its own blockchain called Googleium, Googleium or whatever. Because as you know, Google wants to do everything and dominate the world. So they're definitely lagging on this space, and we'll talk about some other stuff. John McAfee is running for presidency, and Estonia country is moving to the space of creating their own digital currency in the country. So let's start with the market observation on CoinMarketCap, as we usually do. We are at $342 billion right now, which is a little bit of the same over the last day. So nothing major is changing. Bitcoin is trading at $7,600. One school of thought and people saying that this will be the months, June, July, we're going to see Bitcoin rise. Other people say, well, wait a second, we're going to see Bitcoin fall first and then it's going to rally. But a lot of people agree that September and onwards, this will be the time where Bitcoin will soar. Ethereum is trading at $602. Ripple, no change at all. Bitcoin Cash, little change. EOS is down today. Congratulations for DigitDAO, 17% over the last 24 hours. Made Safe Coin. I don't know how they invent those coin names. It's crazy. 5.39% was $228 million market cap, which is pretty awesome. If you want to learn how to trade cryptocurrencies profitably, we have it on Crypto Trading Millionaires every week on Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us on our trading classes, or get our signals inside Profitable Crypto Trading Signals. You can get it right here and enjoy signals delivered right into your Telegram every single day, multiple signals per day, so you can start trading cryptocurrencies profitably. Now, let's talk about the main topic of the day, EOS versus Ethereum. Which decentralized application platform is better, whether EOS or Ethereum? Well, as you know, Ethereum has the largest, guys, the largest basically support from all the nodes on the network, because more projects have been created on Ethereum than any other platform in the history of cryptocurrencies, right? It's been very successful ICO. Ethereum since 2014 attracted a lot of developers, probably more developers than any other cryptocurrency out there, and they have made it easy for people, for cryptocurrency enthusiasts, for people that want to create their own token, their own cryptocurrencies, to launch it using ERC20 tokens, the most popular standard for creating cryptocurrencies and ICOs to date. More functions, and on the other side there is EOS that has made the largest ICO to date, $4 billion, which is huge. It's more than Telegram, 1.7 billion. It's the largest ICO to date. So there's a lot of funds going on in developing EOS right now. So they have not fully delivered yet on everything. Of course, is just in the beginning stages. And EOS plans to offer fee-less transactions and fast consensus right off the gate. As you know, Ethereum is a proof of work, a consensus algorithm, which means there's miners that are mining Ethereum coins, and they need to agree on the state, which is a slower consensus process, and EOS is going to be proof of stake right off the get-go. So the thing is with Ethereum and both EOS, they both have a lot of work to plan to do to development, and the main issue is scalability right now. That's on the order of events. Like Ethereum, badly they need to scale up the network, because right now it only supports 10 up to 16 transactions per second, which is not a lot. You know, it's a little bit more than Bitcoin, which is 3 to 4 transactions per second, but Ethereum just 10 to 16 transactions per second. We need way more than that. Compared to Visa, which has thousands of transactions per second, but it is coming, and we'll discuss about that. EOS is coming right off the gate with 1,000 to 6,000 transactions per second, potentially 8,000 transactions per second in the future. So it is better, of course, for EOS. There is a whole bunch of features that I'm not going to bore you with, you know, from the programming language on EOS and on-chain governments from day one versus off-chain governments features. Smart contracts can be updated without causing the network to fork, and here in Ethereum it's immutable smart contracts. Like once it's out, the smart contract is written, and you cannot really change that. So there are some differences from EOS and Ethereum platform, and one is private keys that can be lost or compromised on the Ethereum blockchain, and EOS provides an owner key that can reset a private key if it's lost or compromised. So moving forward, which one is going to be the most dominant? Right now Ethereum is the one, but EOS has a lot of potential, and they actually can survive both at the same time. So we're going to see, because they offer two different consensus mechanism. EOS is more operating on a voting structure, so to speak, and of course you don't really need to understand all of that stuff, but EOS has a lot of potential, so it's a good coin to invest into at this early stages, as it can grow as big as Ethereum, which, as you know, right now it started like 10 bucks, just like EOS a year ago or so, and today it is trading on $600, right? So EOS can be just like Ethereum at one day and be worth $600. So that's the main reason I'm bringing it to your attention. Ethereum has many different things that are working on. One is sharding, another is plasma. Those two projects are able to scale Ethereum to a whole nother level, actually, to produce 1 million transactions per second, which is very, very cool for Ethereum. So the EOS is just launching its own mainnet right now. If you are holding EOS tokens on Binance, then there is no withdrawals and deposits at this point allowed, as they are swapping the moving out of the Ethereum blockchain. As you know, EOS was a ERC20 token on Ethereum blockchain, and it's moving out of Ethereum into its own blockchain that is in development, right? So we're still kind of in the phases of it launches, so it's not complete yet. So if you hold those tokens of EOS on Binance, then please continue holding them until you'll be able to receive them and release into your wallet with its own blockchain. Now, John McAfee, this guy, you gotta love him or hate him, you know, but he has a lot of influence over the cryptocurrency community, and he's going to run for America's presidency in 2020. That he just said on his Twitter he's going to create his own party, if not join some other party. So if he's going to become a president, definitely you're going to see cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum everywhere, mainstream adopted inside United States of America, right? Because he's definitely bullish on Bitcoin. He said Bitcoin will be worth $1 million by 2020. He made a lot of bullish predictions on the crypto space, and he's definitely a figure that can change the destiny of a cryptocurrency just by a simple tweet that apparently worth about $500,000 per tweet if somebody is like a sponsored tweet or something with John McAfee. But it's interesting to see if you're going to vote for McAfee. If you live in the United States, let me know. If I lived in the United States, I would probably vote for McAfee as well. Why not? You know, we need somebody in the government who understands cryptocurrencies and who is going to support cryptocurrencies. Now, in the meanwhile, Estonia, who has been very crypto friendly inside Europe, it scales back its plans to national cryptocurrencies. So they wanted to create a whole European cryptocurrency for the whole Europe, and then they face criticism from the head of European Central Bank, Mario Draghi, basically saying, we have euro for the Eurozone, right? If you want to create your own cryptocurrency, fine, do it in confines of the Estonian borders, right? And they have e-residency program, which is cool. People from other countries can become a resident in Estonia, so to speak, and they make it easy for people to create and launch cryptocurrencies, projects related with cryptocurrencies inside Estonia. This is not the only country that is moving into creating its own digital currency inside the borders of the country, which of course will be different than Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies, because it will be centralized as opposed to decentralized currency. But it has its place in our economy, right? They call it Est coin, Estonian coin, which is kind of funny. But this Est coin from Estonia is one of the coins and projects that countries are working on. There is Sweden and Norway, both of them are investigating how they can create their own central bank backed digital currencies inside their country. Sweden and Norway are also very progressive with cryptocurrencies. So this is very, very exciting, of course. And Vitalik Buterin saying Ethereum will eventually achieve 1 million transactions per second. Now imagine that. When we achieve that with those two big protocols, with Sharding and Plasma, I'm basically multiplying by 10,000 times the scalability, 100x from Sharding and 100x from Plasma, gives you an ability to 1 million transactions per second, which is way, 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 way more than right now at 10 transactions per second. And if you compare it to, you know, Visa, Visa, for example, it has thousands of transactions per second, several thousand. Stock exchanges, tens of thousands. Internet of Things, hundreds of thousands per second. So we are definitely getting there, and very good news for the cryptocurrency community. Now, what else is happening in the news? I wanted to discuss with you what Google, Facebook, and Uber consider right now with their blockchain. Is it the time? Is the time arrived? Is it right now? Are they really going to implement blockchain technology? Well, the answer is absolutely they will, because blockchain is the kind of technology that you cannot ignore. And Google has been known to be part of anything revolutionary. And of course, blockchain technology is the most revolutionary technology that we've created over the last century, right up with the internet, the creation of the internet. So they're definitely going to do something with this technology. And will we see Google realm, right? Like Ethereum, Google realm, like this technology of Google on the blockchain. And I think it will happen because Google is the second rank amongst the blockchain investors. They invested a lot into blockchain technologies, into Ripple, blockchain.info, LedgerX, Buttercoin, Veeam, you know, those projects. They have invested a lot of money themselves. And, you know, imagine creating a blockchain based, not just security, like all the file storing, all of that stuff definitely will be blockchain based, but all the advertising coming from Google and Google AdWords, the advertising market, which is huge, making it an integral part of our internet. So the way that we are going to be seeing ads online, making only relevant ads that you'll be able to see, you know, for people like googling and you know, basically finding only the relevant advertisements for you. I think this is a lot of improvement to be made. And those two giants, Google 70 something billion dollars in revenues, right? The estimated revenue of Facebook and Google is 61.2 billion. I think it's higher than that. There is a lot of revenue coming into these companies, and they're moving into this direction. Now Facebook is also working on its own cryptocurrency, as you know. They banned the cryptocurrency ads for people, but nevertheless they are moving into the blockchain technology, creating its own cryptocurrency. They have David Marcus on the team, who has been developing Messenger app for the last 4 years. You know, he's working on a team right now to set up and see how they can leverage the blockchain technology. Now, the implication for this is they have to really deal with the scalability factor, because according to Zephoria, every 60 seconds on Facebook there is 510,000 comments that are posted and 293,000 statuses that are being updated and 136,000 photos that are uploaded. So there is a lot activity going on, and if we're going to implement something like that on Facebook, then the 1,200 transactions per minute is not going to cut it, right? It's not going to cut it. We need to scale this and make way more transactions per second for it to work on Facebook ecosystem. But the fact that they are working on it, it means it will come into fruition at some point in time. Even Uber is kind of a centralized way to interact with drivers and the people who want the drives, and we can eliminate the Uber centralization and basically put everything on the blockchain. All the drivers and all the users and consumers, people who want to take the rides, we can put everything on the blockchain and eliminate the need even for existing systems such as Uber. So I think this is going to revolutionize. If Uber is not going to do something about it, are they either going to adopt blockchain, or some other company is going to utilize blockchain technology for decentralized driving across the world and overtake Uber. So who knows about that. And some other news, McAfee is launching his own cryptocurrency, by the way, which is kind of funny. Asus creates 20 GPU mining motherboard for specifically crypto miners, so they can get this motherboard and connect 20 GPU mining, you know, rigs inside this one motherboard, which allows more efficient mining and support the mining that is done for the different cryptocurrencies, which is really cool. And what else we have on the news? So McAfee is launching his crypto-backed fiat currency. Vulnerabilities in EOS blockchain has been fixed as to right now. China is moving slightly in South Korea into removing its ban on cryptocurrencies, so that's a positive sign. And Binance, a leading crypto exchange, created a $1 billion crypto fund based on the Binance token. We are launching right now. We are launching right now and testing our own social network inside Bitcoin's Walls Club, and it will be. We started testing this very recently, so I'm going to give you updates about that. Hopefully you're able to hear me. I think I got a notification that the live stream has ended, but I think we're still live. Yeah, so blockchain technology. Yeah, we're still live. Okay, cool. So we're testing our own social platform inside Bitcoin's Wealth Club, and we just launched FutureNet as a support inside Bitcoin's Wealth Club that you can utilize their social platform and you can advertise everything you want on the FutureNet social media platform. Reach 3 million people with your links, with your crypto businesses, with whatever you want to promote freely and super cheaply. Reach all of those users in a friendly manner and not use Facebook, which basically we've helped build Facebook and it's all revenues but never got paid for it and never received a dime. So this is a fresh concept and puts everything into perspective and allows you to actually get rewards and get paid for using social media platform. So those are the news today for today's In Crypto show, and super excited for this week and everything that is happening in the crypto market. So let's continue watching the development, see when the bull market run is going to start. Get into crypto, get your positions, start trading cryptocurrencies, mining cryptocurrencies. We have all those resources available to you inside the system, and start growing your wealth with cryptocurrencies and accumulate as many Bitcoins as possible. And I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow on a big webinar, 12 p.m. Eastern time. We'll share with you how to take advantage of today's opportunities in the Bitcoin and crypto space, and looking forward for all of our next live video updates.